All right, Guardians, we have a new week upon us. New things to do. Are you jumping in to that new exotic mission? Let's take a look at the update. Destiny 2 Update 9.1.5. Kepler's Altar of Relativity now focuses engrams and daily rewards up to 450 power. Exotic focusing at Master Raoul will now award gear at your power level. Exotic focusing at Ada 1 is no longer capped at 200 power. Oh, thank God. That one just destroyed my resources for freaking bringing exotics up to my light level. I am so glad for that. Fixed an issue where specific holofoil weapon visuals could cause a crash on specific devices. Players will now see the intended holofoil visuals in their inventory. Fix an issue where players could not dismantle nanary manifolds in a full stack. Devram will no longer show reputation rank on his director tooltip. Fix an issue where the Final Shape Legendary campaign start screen incorrectly references completing the Edge of Fates campaign. Activities. Heliostat. A new exotic mission launches. Heliostat first run. For the first run, the mission will be locked at normal difficulty and fixed modifiers. Rewards for this first run will be a power bump for all fire team members, no matter where they are on the power journey. Once completed, the full portal tiers and modifier customization will be available in the Pinnacle Ops and must be configured appropriately for power progression. Portal. The following fireteam activities have moved to Pinnacle Ops: Onslaught Midtown, Onslaught Widow's Court, The Coil, Contest of Elders. Increase the frequency with which the Deluge Accelerator will drop energy wells. In the Encore Pinnacle Op, the door to the final boss arena will now open without needing to wait through the dialogue interact. Fix an issue where players might not revive constantly in Reclaim and some Pinnacle Op activities. Fix an issue where Pinnacle Ops would not count for some objectives. Fix an issue where the description for the medieval weapons modifier did not state that it required new gear armor like the other loadout modifiers. Fix an issue in the Coil where the match game modifier would make immunity shields much more difficult to break than intended. Fix an issue where completion rewards from the Fallen Saber conquest were going directly to the Postmaster. Portal getting a little bit of stuff there, a little bit of love. The Desert Perpetual. Fix an issue where players who completed the Atlas and Almanac quest in the Desert Perpetual Epic before completing the Maps and Territories quest in the normal version of the raid were unable to complete the latter quest, blocking access to vendor attunement and the Whirling Ovation catalyst. All right, Crucible updates, here we go. Trials of Osiris. Fixed an issue that was preventing players from being able to change their glow colors using the Flawless Passage. Fixed an issue where players could pick up a Trials Passage while on a Lighthouse Passage with no losses. Competitive. Added the new Ascendant emblem. This emblem can be claimed at Shaxx if you have been ranked Ascendant 3 or higher at any point this season. Fix an issue where the slow capture rule set for collision could cause matches to end early. This rule set has been re-enabled in competitive. In general, they also fix an issue where the boss would not spawn in the simulation Safeguard Exo challenge. Gameplay and investment. Exotic armor. Titan. Stronghold reverted the entirety of the Stronghold rework from update 9.1.0. Melis Panoplia. I don't know if I said that right. Fix an issue where the Forge Master melee regen was remaining active after switching off Throwing Hammer. Alright, weapons tuning. Hand cannons. Adaptives. Improved finite impactor stats. Increased range from 36 to 46. Increased handling from 45 to 55. Increased reload speed from 40 to 50. Spread shots. Increased bonus damage versus combatants from 8% to 15%. Reduced range by 5%, increased spread by 10%, increased recoil by 25%, reduced handling by 10%. Sidearms. Heavy burst, reduced damage, reduced body shot damage from 33 to 31, reduced critical hit damage from 52.8 to 49.6. All right, we'll see if these actually are noticeable changes and improve the sandbox. Exotic weapons, hierarchy of needs. Fix an issue where the catalyst was not improving draw time and reload speed when striking a target. Weapon fixes. Fix an issue where the intendate submachine gun's red dot sight was slightly off center. Man, that's got to be kind of annoying, where it's like you just want it to be just the center and it's not. Abilities. General fixes. Bolt charge. Fix an issue where bolt charge could not be charged with a glaive melee. Passive traits. All right, here we go, hunters. I'm a hunter main myself. Hunter. Increased hunter default sprint speed from 8 milliseconds to 8.6 milliseconds. Hunter's passive non-sprinting movement speed bonus increase from old tier 4 mobility to old tier 10 mobility. Woo! In PvP modes, this bonus is equivalent to old tier 7 in PvP. Hunters now have a 10% bonus to weapon equip speed. In PvP modes, this bonus is 5%. So that's gonna feel pretty fun. Glad to be a hunter main. Warlock. Warlock now has an innate 10% bonus to passive grenade energy regeneration. Warlock now has a 5% additive bonus to grenade damage, benefit halved in PvP. Titans. Unarmed melee deals 20% increased damage against PvE combatants. Damage increase is 5% against players in PvP. Towering and rally barricade taunt PvE combatants in front of the barricade. Note, Titan passive trait bonuses have been live since October 8th, 2024. It update 8.1.0. Man, that's a long time ago. Hunter. Class ability. Marksman's dodge now picks up nearby ammo bricks on activation, now reloads all weapons on activation. Strand. Suspending slam aspect no longer increases cooldown after use. Suspending enemies with suspending slam now gives woven mail. Duration scale with number of enemies suspended thread specter aspect. Increase fragment slots from 2 to 3. All right, okay. Solar. On your mark aspect. Stacks of on your mark now give weapon stat. Max of 50 weapon stat at 10 stacks. Still grants previous reload benefit. Rescaled stack count to a max of 10 stacks. Precision hits now give 1 stack and precision final blows now give 2 stacks. Final blows at 10 stacks now cure you. Precision final blows at 10 stacks no longer give radiant. Deadshot super now refunds ammo on golden gun final blows instead of on ignitions. Now extends super duration on golden gun final blows. Energy diminishes with final blows, grants less in crucible. Stasis. Grim harvest aspect. Stasis shard creation no longer has a cooldown in PvE. Arc. Combination blow melee. Fix an issue where combination blow wasn't consistently activating. Prismatic. Gunpowder gamble aspect. Fix an issue where final blows with non-solar weapons were not granting gunpowder gamut stacks. Stylish executioner aspect. Fix an issue where the threaded spike and withering blade melees would not apply weaken after activating this aspect. Oh man, I wonder if that was affecting my DPS. Warlock. Constructs. The following Warlock constructs now count as grenades for stats and perks. Ionic Sentry, Arc Soul, Helion, Bleak Watcher, Child of the Old Gods. Void. Chaos Accelerant aspect. Chaos Accelerant now grants 2 grenade charges. Scatter Grenade. Charge Grenade now creates 4 more Seekers. Increase Charge Seeker damage versus combatants by 25%. Improved Charge Seeker tracking versus combatants. Increased Charged Seeker lifetime. Axion Bolt. Charge Grenade now detonates twice. increased charge projectile damage versus combatants by 25%, reduced projectile speed when tracking enemies players by 40%, vortex grenade. Charged grenade vortex now repeatedly pulls enemies into it. Against enemy players, pull strength is reduced over time. Spiked grenade now charges into handheld supernova. Suppressor grenade now charges into handheld supernova. And void wall grenade now charges into handheld supernova. That should be fun. Stasis glacial harvest aspect. The change to this aspect to remove the stasis shard creation cooldown in PvE will be released in update 9.1.5.1. Strand Weavewalk aspect. Tune movement on Weavewalk, enter and exit. Prismatic pocket singularity melee. Fix an issue where sliding with lightning surge equipped could cause players to lose additional melee charges. Titan Stasis Shiver Strike, Stasis and Prismatic Melee. Whiffed attack now returns a flat 80% energy in PvE and 40% in PvP. Howl of the Storm aspect now grants 2 melee charges. Changed Stasis Crystal spawn pattern and added 4 more crystals. Now slows enemies players instead of freezing them. Cryoclasm aspect. Increase fragment slots from 2 to 3. Reduce long slide cooldown from 4 seconds to 2 seconds. Tectonic Harvest aspect. Stasis shard creation no longer has a cooldown in PvE. Void. Unbreakable. Void and Prismatic aspect. Reduce grenade energy drain speed when holding shield. Reduce forward movement slowdown when the shield is hit by an attack. Increase fragment slots from 2 to 3. Blast now disorients enemies for a short time. Bastion aspect no longer increases cooldown time in PvE. Alright, we have some ammo system updates. In the Crucible, increase the special ammo meter gains at no low investment for primary ammo weapons final blows by 33%. In the shooting range, ammo regeneration is now enabled for the combatants in the shooting range. UI, UX. Updated the weapon stat description to display the correct PvP bonus damage values, which were previously adjusted in update 9.0.0.4. Fixed an issue where mod icons were lower quality than intended. All right. So they fixed a lot of stuff, adjusted a lot of things in the sandbox. So it'll be exciting to jump in and check that out, especially with the new exotic mission. All right, folks, let's go ahead and check out what is in the Eververse today. Make sure you get your Bright Dust, of course. Let's go to Bright Dust menu here. Pie Me. That's kind of cute. I like that. All right. The kitten's probably going to get this if she has the Bright Dust. Oh, that is a sick ship. Holy cow. That is freaking awesome. I'd probably use this on my Warlock. All right. Probably will not be using this, but yeah, it's cool. The skimmers are freaking just OP. Oh, I like that. That's nice. And then you got a shock attack. I don't know. I never really cared too much about projections, but there it is. And I got all of these. Ooh, looks nice. Ooh, I have all of these already. I don't have to spend anything on it. Let's see here. What's this? The dance off? Oh. How much? Holy, that's too much for that. All right, folks, and that's what's in the Eververse for the Bright Dust and everything today. On the reset, you jumping into that new exotic mission. I heard it's fairly short, but the exotic axe, first of its kind, is pretty cool. At least from what I heard from Astacross. We'll see if this brings a lot of people back.
my guess is the Halloween event will probably bring more people back. Other than that, thanks for watching, and like and subscribe. I'll catch you in the next video. Thank you.